I just want to say a quick thank you to you guys for looking after us the past few days. You've been really great with us. Not many people in England can understand what I'm saying, so you guys are doing a great job. My presentation today, I've produced a poster on it. It's basically a comparison of how the media covered the Olympic torch relay and the Paralympic torch relay, and then a little bit about my own experience of being on the Olympic torch relay. So, like it's been said before, the Olympic torch relay, it began on the 19th of May 2012. A few of us guys went right down to the bottom of England and we started our training for our volunteering on the 16th of May. Everyone was a bit nervous, a bit scared. We didn't know what to expect. We'd not really been involved in a major event before, but we had a go, and then we travelled around the UK for 70 long but amazing days. So basically what I've included on this bit is when the Olympic torch relay was broadcasted, it was broadcasted internationally. So it was on a live stream. The low cog, I think it was, spent £65,664 and £989 on the advertising, so the whole world could see it. Now, can you imagine how many rubles that would be? It would be a lot of money. So this meant that there was an outstanding 2 billion people, over 2 billion people who were able to see the Olympic torch. So we have got a quick video. I know we've seen one before about the Olympic torch relay, but just want to have a quick look. This was the second to last day, so it was coming to an end, getting near London. I think we've seen enough Olympic torch relay for one day. But you can see our torch bearers, it really made a difference to their lives. And I was a volunteer helping them guys out. And it really did. It made me very proud and inspired me to go on and do different volunteering opportunities. We can leave it now if you want. Yeah, just leave, yeah, see it. Thanks. So what's not really been touched on today is the Paralympic torch relay. Now this was a lot shorter than the Olympic torch relay. It started on the 24th of August after the Olympic Games and finished on the 29th of August. So it visited each capital city of the British Isles. So it visited London, Belfast, Edinburgh and Cardiff, that's the one. And so it took a very different format to Olympic torch relay. The way the press covered it, it focused on local stories and local people rather than the Olympic torch relay that really made a difference to communities and brought the communities together. So we do have a quick video of what the Paralympic torch entailed.
The Paralympic torch relay will ignite the UK. Flames will be lit in all formations. The first relay to London Friday and to the spectacular Paralympic opening ceremony. Join us in celebrating and light the way to the Paralympic Games.
So basically what the Olympic torch relays did was they started the games. So did anyone manage to watch any of the Paralympic Games? I know a few saw Olympic coverage, but no Paralympic coverage. It was broadcast on a different channel in the UK, so it was a bit harder to get in touch with internationally. So the key things that I'm going to be talking about in my presentation are the torch bearers, the route, the positive media coverage that the relays received, and also the negative coverage that the relays received. Torch bearers, as been said, there was 8,000 Olympic torch bearers. There was many high-profile torch bearers, such as will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas, Didier Drogba, David Beckham, and the torch bearers that were nominated, their stories were released 2 years before the relay began, so there was a lot of anticipation, a lot of excitement from the general public to go and see these people. They lined the streets to go and see the torch and the torch bearers who were carrying the torch. The Paralympic torch relay, obviously a lot less torch, 580 torch bearers. The nomination process was quite similar to the Olympic torch relay. People get nominated to carry the flame, but the nomination stories were released just 4 months before. Now can you imagine having 2 years before the anticipation and then just 4 months before? It was very different. People weren't as excited and they weren't looking forward to the relay as much as the Olympic torch relay. Now the route, as been said, we travelled for 70 days around the UK. We visited iconic landmarks like Buckingham Palace, St Paul's Cathedral and Giant's Causeway, which are all popular landmarks in the UK. The Paralympic torch relay, only 24 hours. It did visit iconic landmarks with the Paralympic torch, but however it took place after the Olympic torch relay had taken place, so people wasn't for the media didn't want to go and take photos because it's already had that photo. It was less excitement. Now the positive media coverage, when we was going around with the Olympic torch relay, people were lining the streets, cheering, clapping the torch bearers. Everyone wanted to hold the torch, everyone wanted to chat to the torch bearers, come and see everyone carrying the flame. So we had the ability to bring the communities together. The Olympic torch travelled within an hour of 99% of the UK population. I know that the UK is not a big place, but the Olympic Games happened in London, but for the Olympic torch relay that was the closest some people were going to get to the Games, so it was a great opportunity to come and line the streets, see the torchbearer and see the flame. So it did increase the anticipation and the excitement for the Olympic Games all around the country, not just London's Games. The Paralympic torch relay, it really did make a difference to the individuals' lives who carried the torch. They had an increased, the media did like to get involved and come and talk about the Paralympic torch relay because there was high profile names who went to go and see the flame, such as the Prime Minister of England and the Mayor of London. Now, because we was so high profile, we did have some negative media coverage. It did attract protesters, as you can see in the top right hand corner. This was in Derry, Londonderry, in Northern Ireland, and they were just because we was on telly, we was 2 billion people who saw the flame. People did come and line the streets for the wrong reasons. There was instances where the police had to intervene because when the spectators came too close to the torch, and we do have a quick video of when that happened. Because they were so high profile, the media got it straight away, so it went straight onto YouTube and everyone could see it. So if you look closely, there's just a man carrying the flame, all the police services around him, really protecting the torch. And there's a man just running up from behind. I think it's just that guy there. If you want to watch him, what happens? Yeah, right. He gets a bit too close, and the police service take him to the side, throw him on the floor. Because he was so high profile, this went straight onto the internet, had many hits, and everyone could see the police doing their job, but obviously it was quite aggressive, not in the spirit of the torch relay. The Paralympic torch relay had negative coverage as well. It was running 2 hours behind at one point, and obviously on a 24-hour relay that is a big gap. So it did increase the cynicism from the general public of, can London deliver another successful Games, another Paralympic Games after such a successful Olympic Games? So now over to Sochi in the Winter Olympic torch relay. Sochi has already been featured globally in the media. There has been announced that the torch will visit space. The first torch to ever visit space. Can it be done? What do you guys think? You think you can take the torch into space?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Can Russia take the Olympic torch into space? The Winter Olympic torch into space?
Yes.
Yes, easy. Okay.
And the deers will also carry the flame.
Oh, really, as well? Right. The Sochi... Will they? Oh, right, I'll like to see that. The Sochi 2014 torch relay, to be the longest torch relay in the Winter Games history. It will travel 65,000 kilometres with the help of over 14,000 torchbearers. That's just under double the amount of the English Olympic torch relay. So good luck with that, guys. It was hard enough with the 8,000. The Russian Olympic Committee has promised that up to 90% of citizens from the Russian Federation will be in one-step proximity of the Olympic run. And Russia is one of the biggest countries in the world, so could be quite difficult.
4 months, 128 days.
Yeah, so not...
123 towns.
Around Russia. Yeah, so then the Paralympic torch relay, that's on the next. The media coverage of the Sochi Winter Paralympic torch, it's already featured in its more national press than international press. Natalia Vodianova, is that right? She's featured with the presentation unveiling the Paralympic torch in uniform. Paralympic torch relay will also be a bit shorter than the Winter Olympic torch relay, so only lasting for 10 days with 1,500 torchbearers given the opportunity to carry the torch. So, now for a bit of my own experience with Olympic torch relay. Personal skills I gained when I was going on the relay. Obviously everyone's had their own experience of volunteering. Mine was about presenting. I was very, very nervous. Like the first time I presented in front of a group of 20 people, I was shaking. My legs were shaking. I was so nervous. And then I did it on the last day and day 70 of the relay, and everything was fine. You had to deliver to a new group of people each day in a new environment. So obviously it is very nerve-wracking, but once you get used to it, once you volunteer for a while, you'll know what's going on. Planning, the relay was very demanding and tasks had to be done. You could plan tasks for the next day, a few days down the line. They had to be done, so planning was imperative and making sure you're organised. Culture and diversity sensitivity. We had torchbearers from all around the world, and my languages aren't very good. All I know is English, so speaking to people from all around the world was very difficult, but I did get involved in speaking to a range of cultures, people from different backgrounds, and it was a great way to deal with a range of individuals. And teamwork, we were such a close team. We worked very closely together for the 70 days, so we had to make sure we worked in a professional manner in order to complete tasks. Professional skills, this is just me delivering my briefing. Leadership, as I said, I was in charge of a group of torchbearers each day. Therefore, I had to be confident and give myself a strong sense of self in order to successfully brief a new group of torchbearers. I had to make sure they had confidence in me as a volunteer so I could deliver to them. Professionalism and work ethic, showing employers that I am a committed individual and that I can pursue a task till the end. Also, a positive attitude to work. It was very long days, long hours, lack of sleep, but it might have been day 35 for me, but that torchbearer on that day, it was their only opportunity to carry the torch. So I had to make sure I kept it fresh and made it new each day for them torchbearers. Thank you for listening. Does anyone have any questions?
Lucy, do we have any questions for Lucy? Anybody? Oh, sorry.
What's your question?
What difficulties did you have during the volunteering process?
Well, I miss my family quite a bit because we was travelling continuously for 70 days. So missing home was obviously one. I mean, you guys in Sochi, you'll be able to finish your day of volunteering and then go back home. But people coming from all over Russia to volunteer in Sochi, it'd be difficult for them. They may miss their families. And if you're away for 128 days on the relay, it does get difficult and tiring. But now looking back on it, I wish I could go back. I will go back tomorrow if I could. What's your question, Tom?
How did you keep it fresh?
Kept it fresh. Well, I used to come and watch your briefings, and then I made sure that I took a few of your jokes, a few of your demonstrations. Just that's how I kept it fresh.
Any other questions, Lucy? No?
Thanks, Sarah.